Well, I would be looking for shade wherever I could find it at the State Fair.
Well, is that ever true, right? It's hot right now. It was mentioned here a minute ago, and then the fact it stays hot for tomorrow as well. Look at this. 95 degrees. There we go for tomorrow. It's going to be a hot one. 88 on Thursday. We're down perhaps into the upper 70s by the time we get to Friday, so things looking better. Downhill temperature slide. That'll be nice, but another hot day tomorrow. Maybe not as humid, so there is that, but up and down 83 to eastern North Dakota. It's going to be really hot tomorrow. Maybe not as hot as this right now, farther west. So Williston at 98 degrees along with Glasgow. We've got 96 in Baker, but the difference, it's a dry heat. And there is a difference. It is a lot drier. It's a blast furnace, but the humidity is only around 15% in Williston, Sidney, and Baker. It feels like the desert, but it's that air you can wear factor. Talked about that a lot this week here over central and eastern North Dakota as we warm up. Still lots of moisture in the air. No strong disturbance in order to initiate thunderstorms, at least up and down US 83 as we begin to see a little bit of a wind shift. Need a little bit of a convergence zone with some kind of a disturbance, and that's mostly toward eastern North Dakota. So Jamestown's at 80 degrees, a little cooler, just like Devil's Lake, because we have more clouds and scattered showers, but stronger thunderstorms here approaching the Minnesota border, far eastern North Dakota, as they move into Minnesota here in the next couple of hours. So I don't foresee much activity in the first warm viewing area. Most of the action here outlined in eastern North Dakota. Highest risk for thunderstorms, some of which will be severe. We've got dry air, again, that desert dry air trying to nudge its way into central North Dakota. Might have a little bit of a hard time to squeeze out that moisture, so we may not see or realize the results of that much drier air up and down 83, but certainly 85. It's a lot drier. A couple of thunderstorms between Glasgow and Miles City, but just given the atmospheric variables at play, not a lot of moisture. I don't expect those storms to last much longer. Tomorrow, another very hot day, but notice the difference here. Still hot across the west, low 90s, but not near 100 like yesterday or today, but it's now the central portion of the state, both North and South Dakota, where we're going to see near 100-degree temperatures, and some will exceed the century mark most likely. So just as a friendly reminder, again, always look before you lock, beat the heat, check the back seat. We've already had some fatalities this year in some southern states, so you got to be very careful here. In just 10 minutes at 100 degrees, the inside, the interior's temperature of a vehicle up to near 120 degrees, near 130 plus, in fact, in 30 minutes at 95 degrees. So very critical to, again, look before you lock. Meanwhile, the pattern the next week to 10 days or so, looking at a big ridge of high pressure over the southern states. That means widespread 100s for the Gulf Coast here. And what does that mean for us? That actually impacts our weather with high pressure, air subsiding or sinking, dry conditions, but around the periphery of that high, moisture, monsoon moisture getting drawn in here to the western states and maybe clipping North Dakota, meaning our chances for thunderstorms could be on the increase. Even the next 7 days, we have chances almost every day in the afternoon and evening.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.